Hey everyone, TJ here. Today we answer that age-old question, can you beat Pokemon Red with only Vulpix? Let's go over the rules real quick. In battle I can only use Vulpix. I'll need some HM Pokemon, but they're not allowed to go into battle. I'm not allowed to use items in battle. I can use Pokeballs to catch my HM Pokemon, but no potions, no X items, nothing like that. Alright, well, now that we have the basic rules down, let's take a look at our Vulpix. Vulpix's stats aren't terrible, with a speed of 65 and in Generation 1 a special of 65 also. This will let us use the fire attacks to the fullest extent. I can kind of see the low defense and HP making Brock and other physical attackers a problem, but the real problem lies in Vulpix's learned set. As you can see here, we start off with Ember and Tail Whip. We get Quick Attack at 16, and then we get Flamethrower at 35 and Fire Spin at 42. Not much type coverage, unfortunately, and when we look at the TM Learn list, there's not much there as well. We have Dig, which could be good, but our physical attack isn't great. We have Fire Blast, and we have Double Team, which we might have to resort to. But enough about this already. Let's get into the run. I used the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to swap Vulpix with Charmander so that we can do the entire run with it. Starting out with first battle against our rival Squirtle, I was quite nicely surprised that we got a burn on him quickly and easily won the first match. Traveling through Viridian Forest was pretty easy because of us having Ember and all the bug trainers. But Brock is our first wall. His Geodude and Onix are gonna resist us. We reach the gym at level 10, but we can't even beat his junior trainer. Back to the forest we go. Now there's a little bit of grinding here, but I'm pretty sure if we can get to about level 14 or 15, we can beat the gym. We'll have to come back in a few levels to see what we can do. Thankfully, grinding in the forest with Vulpix isn't bad. Again, we have Ember, and Vulpix is in the moderate fast growth category, so it means it doesn't take as much to level it up. I hit level 13 and I decided to give the gym a try, and to my surprise, we beat it on the very first go. Geodude went down with no problems at all. He hit us a couple of times, but not too badly. And Onix kept missing Screech, and he went down pretty easily as well. With Gym 1 under our belt, we head towards Mount Moon. This path is pretty easy for us, as again, it's still mostly bug catchers. Mount Moon didn't really present any problems whatsoever. Oh, and I got the Helix Fossil. Nice! We ended up at Cerulean at level 19. I decided to try the rival first. I don't even think we have a chance against Misty yet. After a few tries at a rival, I tried to attempt the junior trainers at Misty's gym, but that didn't go so well. I couldn't even make it past the first one. So, we have to grind. I hope it only takes a couple of levels because grinding here is really slow. At level 20, I attempt the rival again. We come so close to beating him, but Squirtle water guns and bubbles us down. Maybe if I get one more level, we can do it. Level 21, and it takes a few tries to get a run like this. We got Sand Attack twice, but didn't miss when it counted. We get to Squirtle at 35 HP, and we miss 3 times in a row to die. We really need to not get Sand Attacked. That Pidgeotto is just a pain. A few more tries, and I decided to go level up a few more times. Reached all the way to level 24, and we finally get this run. Pidgeotto only attacks us once and misses a Sand Attack. Aber and Rattata, both are one-shots. They go down pretty easy. And we get a Tail Whip in with 3 quick attacks to 3-shot Squirtle. With the rival down, we head through Nugget Bridge and we can finally meet up with Bill. After stopping and having a talk with Bill, or the Pokemon formerly known as Bill, I head to the SS Anne next to prepare for Rival Battle 3. We level up and we learn Confuse around the way, and I'll probably be keeping this for most of the entire run. On the SS Anne, I also picked up the TM for Body Slam. This might be our only answer to Pokemon that resist fire. As we planned though, Body Slam and Ember let us first try our rival, getting us the Cut HM, but we need to still go beat Misty to be able to use it. So we backtrack to Cerulean. First try at Misty doesn't go the best. I tried to confuse Staryu, and it got a free hit on us. Unfortunately, that left us at too low of HP to survive anything from Starmie. A second try, and we beat her by only taking one hit. She went down pretty easy to just doing body slam only. Now, for General Surge, or Lieutenant Surge. I kind of forget what his ranking is anymore. I remember him as a kid. He always used to frighten me until I learned that there was a Diglett cave. He went down easy to that. I'm not teaching Dig. I do have a Paris I taught Dig to, which now, looking back, was probably a bad idea. I hope that doesn't come to bite us in the butt. Also, I got the puzzle first try. Little hint, if you've never known this, you can search the cans that are not on the top left. Until you find that first lock, there's a 50-50 chance that the top left one will be your second lock. Okay, Surge time. Well, that was easy. He's a total pushover, and I figured he'd actually put up a fight. Alright, well, let's make our way to Dark Cave. I pick up the bike and start heading there. The trainers on this route don't really pose a problem to us, and we were already level 30. Dark Cave might be annoying as I'm not quite sure of my way around, but we'll get through it. I don't feel like going and trying to get the Flash TM. In all honesty, I don't even think I know how to get the Flash TM anymore. Well, we got knocked out by the hiker with 2 Geodudes and a Graveler. He decided to explode on us twice, and I forgot to save. So, we'll come back to him here shortly. Alright, well, we're back to him, and he goes pretty easy this time. I made sure to save before we got to him, so that way in case he killed us, I didn't have to backtrack through this cave again. But thinking back, maybe I should so I can better learn the route. Alright, next we're making our way to the Celadon Game Corner to the Rocket Hideout. We need to get the Sylph Scope if I want to get the tower done, and I'm not sure if I have to do this, but I'm pretty sure we have to do that to be able to get the Poke Flute to get past Snorlax. I did get a little lost in the Rocket Hideout, but eventually I found my way to Giovanni. Vulpix learned Flamethrower just before the fight with Giovanni, which ended up probably giving us the easiest fight we could against him. All of his Pokemon went down in just a couple of hits with Flamethrower, and they had nothing to hurt us. Defeating Giovanni gave us the Sylph Scope. Now we're headed to Lavender Town for rival number 4, and we go to beat up some more Rocket Grunts to have to save the Elder. And once we get the Flute, we can unlock Sylph Coat, and we can also unlock the 4th, 5th, and 6th gyms. Rival number 4 was a complete sweep of Flamethrower, as was every trainer in the tower, including all of the Rocket Grunts. I did take a little bit of damage from the first Rocket Grunt, but after that I had no further troubles. We obtained the Poke Flute. We're off to gym number 4. Obviously, Erica is a complete sweep with Flamethrower. We hardly even got hit. And now we get the HM for Fly and head for Fuchsia City. Koga, your days are numbered. On the way to... After we get to Fuchsia City, we head to Koga's gym. He's fairly easy, but we forgot to save before him, and I was down a little HP, so I was a little nervous. If we would have lost, we would have had to backtrack really far. But thankfully, with Flamethrower attacking his special stats, he wasn't really that big of a problem. Alright, next Sylphsco and the 5th rival fight. This one is a bit tougher as his team is leveled up and pretty much fully evolved, but thanks to some lucky confusion and paralysis luck, we were able to beat him first try. Little fact if you didn't know this, but Body Slam can paralyze. I think it has like a 30% chance to paralyze, but it can't paralyze normal types. Just in case you guys didn't know that, but yeah, that is kind of a fun little fact about Body Slam. Alright, next comes Giovanni. We go and heal up before fighting Giovanni, and thankfully, we only get hit once, making it almost a complete sweep. His team really has no answer for a hard-hitting Flamethrower Vulpix. Alright, next we get ready to go and fight Sabrina. Her fast psychic types hopefully won't outspeed us, but I'm not holding my breath. First is Sabrina's Kadabra, who disables our Fire Spin, but goes down to 2 Body Slams. I'm not attacking with Flamethrower because that seems kind of silly. All of her Pokemon have really high special stats. Next is Mr. Mime, who's a 2-shot with Body Slam. And then her Venomoth, well, that goes down with 1 Flamethrower. Didn't stand a chance. And finally, her Alakazam, who misses and then puts up a reflect. We go for a Confuse Ray and try to finish off the Flamethrower. He barely hangs on and hurts himself in confusion, knocking himself out and giving us our 5th badge. This is leaving us with only Blaine and Giovanni left. No. Yes, I apologize. Yes, this will be our 6th gym badge. My apologies, folks. We've been saving the dig TM, and I give it to Paris, so that way we can dig out of places. I think that'll be better for us. I'm not seeing us using much physical attacking, and if we need to physically attack, we can always just use Body Slam. Time for Blaine. His Growlithe goes down in 3 shots. Next up comes Ponyta. Hopefully we don't get Fire Spun. We do get outsped, but we get a 1-shot on it, and then out comes his Rapidash. This is looking like Rapidash is going to be a 3-shot. We get Growled, and then we get Stomped for nearly half of our HP. We get Stomped one more time, bringing us down to 5 HP, and then out comes Arcanine. I have a bad feeling about this. Well, we hit Arcanine, but he uses a retroactive potion to heal him up. Another potion, and we're trying to get a Confuse Ray on him. We're going to try Fire Trapping him to see if we don't die. But we miss, and we get hit by a takedown. Alright, second try. Growlithe goes down in 2 hits this time. It doesn't get a Leer on us, which hopefully will help. Misses a Tail Whip, and out comes Rapidash. Rapidash gets a Tail Whip in and growls us to hit, and then hits us for a Stomp, but we kill it, leaving us with 72 HP. This is much better than 5. This time we go into Arcanine and we paralyze him, then we confuse him, finally finishing him off. He never even hit us this time. This gives us our 7th gym badge and the TM for Fire Blast. Alright, well, next comes Giovanni. Giovanni's gym in particular isn't too much, and I don't think Giovanni's going to be too much of a threat. He leads off with Rhyhorn, who goes down in 2 Flamethrowers. Dugtrio outspeeds us, digs, and 1-shots us. Huh. Well, let's try that again. Rhyhorn's an easy 2-shot, Dugtrio gets a crit on us, and kills us. Alright, I've been saving some rare candies for a little while, so I think we're just going to use those right now, and we'll see what level that gets us. Well, that gets us to level 55. Rhyhorn is a crit 1-shot, and finally we outspeed Dugtrio, who gets 1 hit by Flamethrower. Nidoqueen is a 2-shot with Flamethrower, as also is Nidoking. Nidoking hits us really hard with a Thrash crit, dropping us to just 18 HP when Rhydon comes out. Rhydon's a 3-hit, but thankfully he doesn't hit us, giving us the win against Giovanni and badge number 8. Alright, well, only rival number 6 stands in our way against the Elite 4. His Pidgeot goes down to 2 Flamethrowers, bringing out his Rhyhorn. I don't know why he doesn't have this evolved yet, but Rhyhorn goes down in 2 hits as well, and then Growlithe is a 2-shot with Body Slam. Execute is an easy 1-shot with Flamethrower, and Alakazam hits us hard with a Psybeam and confuses us. We paralyze it with a Body Slam and then finish it off. Blastoise comes out, and we go to confuse him, but we hurt ourselves. He withdraws, and then we end up trapping him in a Fire Spin, giving us the win on 12 HP. Fire Spin feels kind of cheap, but at the same time, it's Gen 1, and if I've got to go up against a Blastoise while I'm confused, I'm going to use whatever I can. Well, our first big roadblock against the Elite Floor is Lorelei. She's Water and Ice user, and she's going to make our challenge hell. I think our best bet is to just bang our head against the wall until we can try and brute force our way past her. Most of these runs end at Slowbro, who just is such a tank, using Withdraw though, which is kind of strange. I would expect him to use Amnesia. Through all these tries, I never saw him use Amnesia once. He does have that move, right? I don't know why her AI would pick Withdraw, but anyway, we hit level 70, and we finally get past her and we get to Bruno. We sweep Bruno easily with Flamethrower, and we get to Agatha, where we lose to her Gengar. After many, many more attempts, we get this attempt at level 76, where we have an easy time with Lorelei. Bruno is just a couple of hits on us, and we get past him easy. Lorelei goes pretty easy, but then the Lance hits us like a ton of bricks. His Gyarados just spams Hydro Pump, which, if you know Gen 1, never runs out of power points. So he can just continually spam that as much as he wants. Well, I hate to do this, but we've got to go get something. We've got to go get double team. So I backtrack a little ways and we go get double team. Double team does have the unfortunate side effect that it boosts our stats using the badge boost glitch. I didn't really want to use that, but we're gonna have to use that. So we get past his Gyarados and make it to his first Dragonair, who just hits us with a Hyper Beam. Alright, well, let's try a little something different. We'll use 3 double teams on Gyarados, and then take out his Gyarados in just 2 hits. And then we'll use, because we're leveling up, we're going to use 3 more on Dragonair. This sets us up to be able to sweep the rest of his team with ease. Now, if you don't know what the badge boost glitch is, every time that you use a stat-changing move, your stats get recalculated and it gives the boost from the badges a second time. Alright, rival time. This is the final fight. Pidgeot comes out and we go for a couple double teams to try and set up a sweep. We level up. We beat Pidgeot super easy. We sweep until we hit Executor. He goes down in 1 hit. We saved a couple of double teams for this purpose though because we leveled up after Execute. We set up our last double team to hit him with a flamethrower and then fire blast his Blastoise. With that win, that gets us into the Hall of Fame and completes the Elite Four. Thank you all for joining me on this fun adventure. I had a lot of fun doing this. I hope you all enjoyed it just as much as I did. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. And I hope to see you all next week where I'll be trying out Pokemon Emerald with Solrock and Lunatone. I've always loved those Pokemon because you have the sun and moon, which is kind of fun. Maybe it seemed like they were foreshadowing a little bit? I don't know, but it always seemed like an interesting mix to me. Anyways, as always, thank you all for watching and see you next time.